Kind is a company that started with just 6 employees around a desk in Midtown New York before growing into Kind Snacks, a company in the healthy food and snack industry that has 7 product lines made from whole ingredients. Daniel Lubetzky is the CEO and founder of the company. He wanted to create a healthy snack where a customer can pronounce all the ingredients on the nutrition label. The company grew more quickly than anticipated and went from $10 million in sales in 2010 to $120 million in sales in 2012. Kind bars continue to show up in locations as the only product available in the segment. They are the only healthy snack bar when one rides the Amtrak, and they are the only one of leading competitors in convenience stores and specialty stores like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's.
Kind's mission is to spread and celebrate kindness. Small act or big, we encourage it. From writing a thank you letter to someone who deserves it, to volunteering with an organization you care about. Every day, our community brings us one step closer to our goal of making kindness a state of mind. Their vision is to empower customers to partake in delighting their taste buds and keeping their bodies happy. Kind's overall objective is to bring awareness to how a customer can have an appetizing snack and have it be healthy too. Kind does not want to fool their customers, and the organization ensures public understanding of the level of healthy ingredients their snacks possess. This is key because it builds a trusting relationship between the customers and the company, which is also an important objective.
Because the organization expanded so rapidly, they have very important needs that must be fulfilled. The company has objectives to solve problems like recruiting the right candidates to fill new roles, from expansion, engaging workers in innovative ways as they become more geographically dispersed, reinforcing the company's mission and brand, and promoting effective communication channels. With this problem, the company faces anchoring bias, confirmation bias, and stereotyping.
This case presents anchoring bias and Lubetzky's overall belief in Kind Bar's healthiness. Lubetzky's goal is to create only snack bars that contain ingredients you can see and pronounce, and in result, them being healthy. While the statement may reveal validity and the wholesome ingredients are healthier than processed, it is still in contrast with the FDA regulations. In 2015, nutritional claims made by Kind bars are not in regulation with the FDA requirements. The organization needs to engage workers that may be geographically dispersed and needs to increase motivation in workers' adaptability to change. This deals with anchoring bias because workers may be committed to the initial ideas and procedure of how the company ran. That they might be unwilling to adapt to new and innovative ideas that could boost the company's efficiency.
Confirmation bias comes into play if the workers are putting an effort into confirming their reasons for why the company should stay exactly how it is. If employees are not willing to accept new business practices and management changes, their productivity may decline, along with a decrease in overall satisfaction, motivation, effectiveness, and efficiency. Lastly, many customers stereotype businesses into the healthy food snack sector as being sneaky with their ingredients. Kind can easily be stereotyped as such a company, especially due to the recent questioning of their healthy snacks by the FDA, though it's a mission to do the exact opposite.
According to Wigland and Shepard, the strength of the relationship is affected by the individual's degree of volitional control, or the ability to perform the behavior at will. The expansion of a firm is an example of a behavior that is under limited volitional control. Unless the managers of the firm have the ability to develop suitable strategies and can spot growth opportunities, the firm will not grow irrespectively of the motivation to expand the business.
Today, a lot is working well in the health, protein, and energy bar category. According to the NACS 2016 State of the Industry report, 2015 sales jumped 11.4% over 2014, while granola and fruit bars were only up 2.8%.
According to Anova Market Insights, the number of global cereal bar launches has more or less doubled over the 5-year period to mid-2015 and continues to see double-digit growth.
According to Oliver Oshevsky, the key to these newer companies is finding the factor that will make them sustainable beyond their first few years. Having a customer base that believes in not just your product, but your mission is essential.
I think it depends on the kind of changes that are being made. If it's like a modified version that company leaders have consulted with employees on, then change can be good. But if all the changes are just coming from overhead and no one else is being consulted about this, then you could have some trouble. So change can be both good and bad depending on the context it's in. As a sustainability studies minor and an environmental science and policy major, having a sustainable company is really important to me, and especially one that's community enriching, because if people in the community are supportive of your company, your business is just going to flourish much better than having a bunch of people against you.
Our initial hypothesis was that many people care about a company's involvement with its community. When asked via Facebook if a company's involvement within their community affects purchase decisions, 40 people answered in total. Out of these 40 people, 25 said yes. Our group can conclude that when going to buy a product, people tend to take into account a company's involvement along with the product itself. Though 15 people responded no, the majority showed care for factors beyond a simple product. This trend could mean good things for Kind considering the company's mission statement.
Originally, we had thought Kind bars would be a favorite among healthy snacks, but when we surveyed 76 people around our age, we found it came in third with competitors such as Nature Valley, Kashi, and Cliff bars. This means Kind will definitely have to expand as a business in order to keep up with the competition in the sector.
The final question of our overall survey was asked via Twitter by a group member, Maddie. She received 26 total votes to the question, do you truly notice or care about what ingredients are in your healthy snacks? Of those 26 votes, the majority of 58% voted against caring about what ingredients truly go into healthy snacks. This shows us that people really don't pay attention to those details. Specifically for Kind, we think it is a great movement to be able to pronounce the ingredients on the label. This best addressed, we need to figure out why people don't notice these details and how we can change it to make Kind's movement more effective in the future. We are going to focus specifically on improving the human and public relations aspect of Kind Company, helping their brand image as part of corporate culture. By increasing employee involvement in decision-making and idea generation, there will be more opportunity for them to shine and move forward in the company. They could also boost their already established forum for customers to offer up possible company innovations for a financial grant.
Specifically, we would focus on the hiring process for their employees. When a company grows at such a rapid rate, it can be difficult to hire workers quickly who are not only skilled, but fit the company culture well. With a heavy demand of help needed, we think their interviewing and hiring process could be refined. Externships could help make sure new prospective workers fit with their mission in a looser environment, giving positive job experience for the applicants and a temporary work solution for Kind Company. Along with the externship, a personality interview beforehand could provide information for Kind to evaluate applicants and make sure their values align.
We will also focus on their social mission of giving back to their local communities while not trying to sell the most product. Their motto of do the kind thing for your body, taste buds, and the world portrays commitment to their customers and their commitment to helping their community. They started with 6 people in a conference room in New York to a 425% growth rate in the last 3 years. They want to still keep that close-knit culture they had with those 6 people while still managing the 600 team members they have across 3 countries. It's not easy to keep up with what's on everyone's plate, but one way to avoid losing track is to make sure you match people with the right projects. For example, if someone is mismatched with a particular task, that could slow down the whole company. Effectively aligning your resources with the appropriate functions adds to the company's efficiency, ultimately reinforcing the bottom line. Division of labor becomes the most critical as your staff continues to grow.
The type of organizational structure that Kind utilizes is the flatter organization. While the traditional hierarchy has one main figurehead with most of the power, Kind uses a flatter structure with multiple people at the top of the organization. One of the main characteristics of this structure is the open line of communication between the managers and team members. Even this simple way of referring to employees by an alternative name shows that they want to level the playing field, minimizing the gaps between ranks. Kind is a company that does not want to inhibit creativity, and that is the main reason that they allow their lower level employees to communicate their thoughts and ideas to their supervisors.
This organizational structure has worked well for Kind thus far, which can be seen by their respectable profit margin and the employees' high morale. The problem that Kind is going to face is that since they are getting bigger, there will be an increased distance from top-level management to lower-level employees. As the company expands geographically, it may be more difficult for all employees to get their voices heard, where someone with significant power can hear them. Ensuring that their flatter organizational structure remains intact will keep employees not only involved, but productive, knowing that their superiors are ready to hear any of their new ideas.
A combination of both transformational and transactional leadership will be needed for our plan to be carried out properly. We will need more transformational leadership because if the company is expanding, the vision cannot be abandoned. Employees will be resistant to change and they need to see a leader that they can trust. Transactional characteristics will be needed to ensure that the vision is tangibly being carried out.
We expect to encounter fear of change, old resisting habits, and problems with security from employees at Kind. The company has been successful up to this point, and the changes that we intend to implement in order to solve new expansion problems could be foreign to existing employees. If they are not entirely comfortable, they may not follow some of the new company processes and compromise our proposal's effectiveness. Workers will need to understand that the change is necessary for their individual success as well as the company's, and that their job security is not at risk, even as the company expands and alters.
So obviously with these different types of resistance, the company as a whole is going to have to figure out the best types of ways to deal with it. So one way is that trust is going to be a major factor. Kind has been beneficial to their employees before, so these employees will need to rely heavily on the vision presented by the CEO, that the overall change that they are going for is going to be for the betterment of the organization. Second, the idea of bonuses, so potential rewards for these employees following through with the new course of action is going to be key. And finally, job security insurance for people that fear that they may lose their jobs as a result of this organizational change.
5 to 10 years, we expect our plan to create a great success for Kind. We predict people wanting to work for Kind for their incredibly uplifting and encouraging environment. We also expect leaders and members to have gained great interpersonal skills and interactions. We also anticipate immense growth, both financially and geographically, where team members are eager to engage in new opportunities, locations, and environments. We foresee restored confidence in every employee and ultimately a triumphant end result.